Hey, what's up, ladies and germs? Welcome to another edition of DJ Raby Show. Today we're talking about an article that was posted online, and I'm just going to read through it real quick. It says, how humans are shaping our evolution. Like other species, we are the products of millions of years of adaptation. Now we are taking matters in our own hands. It's by DT Max. When I met the cyborg Neil in Barcelona, he looked like any typical hipster, except for the black antenna attached impressively from the back of his skull over his mop blonde hair. It was December, and Herbician 34 was wearing a zipped gray shirt under a black pea coat with narrow gray pants. Born in Belfast and raised in Spain, he has a rare condition called I can't pronounce the word. I'll have to type it in there. He cannot perceive color. His antenna, which ends in the fiber optic sensor that hovers right above his eye, has changed that. So, it's a device that's going over his eye, changed it. He never felt that living in a black and white world was a disability. He says, I see longer distances. Also, memorize shapes and more easily become color doesn't distract me. Memorize shapes more easily because colors doesn't distract me. He told me, but he was deeply conscious about things looked like in color too. Having trained as a musician, he had this idea in his late teens of trying to discover colors through sound, which makes sense, right? We'll talk about that later. After some low-tech false starts in his early 20s, he found a surgeon who remains anonymous, who was willing to implant a device, a cybernetic enhancement to his biological self. The fiber optic sensor picks up the colors in front of him, and microchip implant in his skull covers their frequencies into vibration and on the back of his head. You got to see this picture. It's incredible. I'm not going to go through the whole article, but you got to read this. I'll put a link to where it's at so you can kind of check it out. Plus, I'll add some stuff on there talking about it. We are in an amazing time of being human right now. This is a completely different world than I remember growing up in. So, pretty awesome. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Hit me up, djrabies@gmail.com. Alright? Peace.